All right, Doug, we're here on number 1 at the creek in Locust Valley, and we're on the right side of the fairway here. And today we're going to kind of be going over some specialty shots. So hitting out of the rough, wherever you're playing, courses tend to have pretty bad rough.
Yeah.
And you can get into some tricky shots where the rough is super thick. And a lot of players really don't know how to go about hitting that shot, what to do, the thought process behind it, and how to set up. And let me know like what kind of happens to you when you get in the rough and
So
kind of see a bad lie.
especially here, because the rough is so thick, I feel like every time I'm in the rough and I try to hit one out, like it's just a low and like chunky, like the sound is like not good, and I feel like I'm hitting a lot of grass behind the ball. And like I've heard people talk about like a fly or lie, and that'll make like the ball jump out and you're gonna hit the grass behind it. But I don't know if I never get a flyer or if I'm just hitting it wrong, but it seemed like I can never really get that ball to jump out of the rough. I don't know whether that's my setup or how I'm coming into the ball. I mean, this is why, I'm kind of here with you. And like, so just getting some pointers on how to make that come out a little bit more, like
More efficient.
Yeah, because it comes out low and then it'll like tumble. Or like sometimes, let's say if I'm 150 yards from the green, there's a lot of times, on number 2, number 3, there's bunkers up like 20 yards in front of the green. Like I can't even carry it over the bunker. And like if I have like a 9-iron, I can't even get it over the bunker. And it'll just pop out of the rough, be low, and kind of roll into the bunker in front of the green. I can't get that high trajectory out of the rough.
Yeah, I think we're going to go over kind of my thought process behind what I do. How I go about assessing my lie, look at like what shot is going to be the highest percentage. That's obviously dependent on your lie. So, we're going to go over a pretty bad lie, and I think a lot of people tend to, not set up properly and not hit the right shot that they need to hit. You don't have to be a hero. You just need to get the ball back out and play and get it back in the short grass. So, when you start trying to become a hero, you start making some bad decisions. And that's when you really get those big numbers, like making a 6, 7, 8. We want to try to get away from making those big numbers. Bogey isn't bad when you're in a bad position. So I think, if you have a bad lie, like a really bad lie in the rough, just kind of getting that ball out into play in the short grass and getting it going straight at your target is half the battle, and not make compounding mistakes on top of a mistake of already kind of hitting it in the rough. So I think that's a big thing we'll kind of go over. So
all right, cool. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Perfect.